What is up, TKW Warriors? J King
and TJ Hunter back in our old studio. Had a little couple day layoff there.
Yeah.
Fixing some things up. Got the couch back. Alright, well, we just posted a couple days ago Wrestle Kingdom 13 predictions. And we're in November and December. We kind of fell off on predictions.
Yes.
We are really making a change here, and we're trying to get every predictions up that we possibly can. We don't want to miss a single one.
But on top of that, some might say that we're stealing a page from Cultaholic's book, but
I say we definitely
splitting
are.
it in. Yes, definitely. We're kind of splitting it into divisions here at TKW Predictions.
Yep.
And here you see right here, we will be Team Indy.
But unlike
that will not be our name. That is just what we're referring to ourselves now. We will, in our next video, we will 100% have a team name for us. And Danny and Navarro, team main roster.
But unlike
they don't get NXT.
Unlike Cultaholic, we will be in every single predictions video. The only difference is the main roster ones will see Navarro and Danny in them.
Yes.
Well,
we're the Roman Reigns of predictings.
Yeah. Also, stealing another page out of Cultaholic's book, we have multiple product placement. There you go. I like it.
Go on down to your nearest Texas figure.
We had multiple belts for predicting, and it was fun, but it was also chaotic. So we're bringing back Old Faithful, and we're not gonna be predicting for any championships for a while. But come Royal Rumble, since we'll all four be there, we will be predicting. And if he'd hurry up, I wouldn't have to fill so much time. This WWE Championship replica right here will be our official full pay-per-view predictions championship, no matter who wins it, where it goes.
No matter what promotion.
So if one of us doesn't have it, then the indie predictions will just be for bragging rights, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wish. You can put that right there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Because as of right now, every predictions championship has been vacated.
Clean
J
slate.
King, your final ever NXT TakeOver predictions champion. Navarro, your last ever co-branded pay-per-view predictions champion. And Danny Fuego, your last ever Big Five predictions champion. So, with that being said, new year,
New me.
new TKW.
You know, this is the time. If we're going to make any changes, might as well do it now. So let's get on. We really wanted to fill that time because we are predicting Impact Wrestling's Homecoming, and it is a 6-match card as of right now, according to Wikipedia, and it happens in 5 days, so I don't really see it changing much.
No.
Unfortunately, we're not as into the Impact stories as we are in New Japan, just because we don't have as much access to them. I don't have Pop, I don't have Pursuit, so even when they move to Pursuit, we still won't be able to keep up. But we do like these pay-per-views that they put on, and they put it on the Fight Network, which I have, so we can watch them live. So we'll start off Eddie Edwards versus Moose.
Moose!
I have been kind of following this story.
I've been following it on Instagram, so I'm not too. He filled me in on the whole story beforehand.
So what I've gotten so far is, we had Austin Aries versus Moose at Slammiversary, and shortly after that, Moose turned heel, and then has been in this feud with Eddie Edwards pretty much since then. And this is just more of a continuation, so not too groundbreaking in this match as far as I know. But I am going to go with Eddie Edwards.
As am I, just because I'm kind of predicting quite a few heels to win on this card, so I'm going to keep it kind of even, or more even, because I think I've only got 2 faces going over here.
Alright, next match we got Abyss versus Eli Drake. This one's more of a Hall of Famer on his way out, and then he's not really a rising star anymore, but kind of that rising star.
One of their top guys.
Kind of that rising star role going upwards. He's a former world champ, but it was also back when GFW was a part of Impact. So it's
And it wasn't good.
kind of one of those swept under the rug type deals. But it's Abyss versus Eli Drake.
And here it's this is honestly probably the toughest match to predict on this card, just because there's two things here that make complete sense.
It's a formulaic match structure with both making sense happening.
Abyss going out with a win, ending his career on a high note, or Eli Drake getting that rub from the Hall of Famer in his very last match, giving the rub, passing the torch.
Pretty much, yeah. I've gone with the former. They've really been trying to, they haven't really been doing too much with Abyss. I know Joseph Park kind of came back for a little bit, and they're really giving him this adulation that he's been deserved of for a long time, and it's finally put him in the Hall of Fame. And it looks like his in-ring career is kind of coming to an end. He's been loyal to Impact since 2002 when it first started, even though WWE gave him that WrestleMania match against The Undertaker, and I just think this might be his last little hurrah in the Impact Zone. And actually, speaking of Impact Zone, the whole premise of HomeComing is that it's returning to the Asylum where Impact debuted. So maybe this, I really think that's where they're going with this.
I've gone with the latter because I think that Abyss, he's dedicated basically his entire career to Impact Wrestling, TNA, GFW, yada yada. Basically to Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, highs and lows alike, he's been there through thick and thin.
And it's the same thing. Abyss is TNA's Undertaker. So, Taker.
Or Kane.
Yeah.
Mask, unmask, face, heel. Can't ever tell.
Taker went out, gave away his streak. I can see Abyss going out, giving away a win to one of Impact's bigger stars,
yeah,
and giving him the rub, essentially passing the torch down to Eli Drake.
Yeah. This is just gonna be a solid match. Not really matter who wins.
I'm looking forward to this entire pay-per-view. I don't care who wins. So.
And we go from a solid match to what could be a 5-star tag team match to start off the year for Impact. It's the Impact Tag Team Championship of LAX, who, in my mind, at least for Impact, was by far Tag Team of the Year for 2018.
And OVE.
And over other promotions as well, versus the Tag Team of the Year for 2018, for my taste, Lucha Brothers, Pentagon and Rey Fenix.
I could most definitely see the Lucha Brothers walking out with the Tag Team Championships. However, with All Elite Wrestling
officially
just right
announced.
there and officially announced in their first pay-per-view, hopefully coming up sometime soon, Double or Nothing, I could see Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix going to sign with All Elite Wrestling and becoming full-time superstars in that promotion.
Yeah, like my prediction, along with Jay's prediction, along with a lot of other people's prediction, is that almost everyone that was on the All-In card that's not either signed to New Japan or has now signed to WWE, like
or that
Chelsea,
owns their own promotion, like Joey Ryan.
Yeah, like Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo. I think all of them are just going to be part of the All Elite Wrestling promotion.
I really hope they sign him. That's side note, but for this match, TJ and I have both predicted LAX coming out the victor.
Next, we have Brian Cage has cashed in his option C, so that leaves the X Division title vacated. And normally when this happens, they have an Ultimate X match. And it is Jake Christ versus Ethan Page versus Rich Swann versus Trey Miguel.
Now, this match doesn't have much story to it. It's kind of just qualified, get thrown in there, and put on a goddamn hell of a match. So, really, in this match, it's really just about nothing, really.
Yeah, it's
athleticism doesn't matter, storytelling doesn't matter. It's
just 8 people had a
there.
chance to qualify. It's one of the most exciting matches in pro wrestling, and it just happens to be here at Homecoming. I've gone for Rich Swann. I don't really know too much about the rest of the other guys. I just know I've seen a lot of Rich Swann, and he's been doing pretty good things in Impact. I think this might be his time to get a title.
I, however, have gone with all ego Ethan Page because after seeing him in that Battle Royal at All In, I went back and I watched a lot of his stuff, and I've been trying to keep up with him on the independent circuits, and holy shit, that big dude can do some stuff. And his heel work's phenomenal.
It makes me sad that Impact has come to this place where no matter where they go, it's just lower and lower, and whatever channel I go to is less and less homes, and they've got so many talented guys. If they could, like Eli Drake said, if they can just get a streaming service to just exclusively stream their content, they'd be so much better off. Because that's where it's going anyway. TV's kind of falling off. It's all about the streaming services. Next up,
even WWE has Hulu.
Yeah, like they've been on Hulu forever now. This match I'm not really too excited about because it's happened so many times before, and I feel like they've been feuding since she's been there. But it's Tessa Blanchard defending the Knockouts Championship against Taya Valkyrie with Gail Kim as a special guest referee.
This match, Gail Kim, it doesn't make sense for Gail Kim to be there.
It really, like, she's been retired for a little bit, and I just feel like they just brought her back just to shoehorn into this. Sell tickets so they can get, you know. I mean, I know Gail Kim's a big fixture in TNA and Impact, and they're going back to the Asylum, so they kind of want some of the older guys there and older gals there, but...
And they can't get AJ.
Yeah, all the 2002 guys are currently signed to WWE, you know.
AJ, Bobby,
Joe, Eric.
Eric, Jeff.
Like, they're all... Kurt, Sting now, but he's retired.
Still contracted.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's... I don't know, I just feel like Gail Kim was kind of shoehorned in, and it really doesn't make sense. There's so many other women on this roster that could use
Allie
this match.
makes more sense.
Yeah, Allie, Sienna
Rosemary.
Young. There's no Sienna Young. I don't know.
It's Sue Young.
Sue Young, and Sienna is now in WWE.
Yes.
Sue Young.
Sue Young.
Don't
I knew something that you didn't. How about that?
Sue Young.
But for this match, once
Kiera
again,
Hogan. I'm sorry to go off topic again, but Kiera Hogan is amazing. I wish she would have had this match. But let's move on to what I am excited for.
We both selected Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, yes. You can't bet against her. She's the greatest. She's only 23, and she's the greatest women's wrestler in the world.
She's one of.
Yeah, one of.
WWE, they may not book them right all the time. But actually, I don't think Tessa's... I think there's someone younger and better than her, but that's for another video. And now
Zia Brookside?
There's two people younger than her,
Oh.
better than her.
All right.
Now on to the main event of Homecoming.
And this
for the
match...
Impact World Championship.
Oh.
Johnny Impact versus Brian Cage.
And now with Johnny working more of the Mexican promotions, this will be the first time in a while we're actually going to get to see him work the smaller offense. Because in CMLL, in AAA, anywhere he goes in Mexico, more times than not, he's kind of the bigger opponent. Not by much, but he usually can work the more powerful style. And
we finally just get to see him throw his body around and go back to that WWE lucha style that he once had.
Yeah, like he doesn't get to throw his body around much because no one's big enough for him to sell like
Except
that.
Pentagon Jr. And how many times have they faced off?
Like think about all the matches that him and Brian Cage had in Lucha Underground. I know you didn't watch much of that at the beginning, but that was like the feud, kind of season 2-ish in that area. And every time they had a match, it was great. So I'm really looking forward to this match. And I'm going with Brian Cage.
You've been a Brian Cage fan since he was born, so didn't expect any different. But me, however, I was a fan of John Morrison when he was on season 3 of Tough Enough. When he won that, I was waiting for him to debut. Johnny Nitro was the fucking man, and Eminem, great tag team. John Morrison, great WWE superstar. Johnny Mundo, amazing.
John Morrison should have been a world champion.
He should have beat the Miz for the WWE title on Raw. But anyway, Johnny Impact will retain his Impact World Championship.
Not even going to be mad if he does. Like this match is going to be a good, solid match with a lot of action. No matter who comes out with the world title, I'm going to be happy with it. And honestly, if they do what they did at Slammiversary and what they did at Bound for Glory until the end, like, this is just going to be another great pay-per-view and Impact's rebirth.
I'm just glad that Austin Aries isn't here. Fuck that guy.
Yet. We don't know. I mean, he's not contracted, but the officials are still pretty high on him. So hopefully he won't be there. But, so those are our predictions. Eventually we'll be fighting for this bad boy.
Yes, this championship will officially make its debut at the WWE's first pay-per-view of 2019, the Royal Rumble.
Unless they do a Saudi show before that. You know, you never know.
Greatest Royal Rumble. But this has been Jay King
And TJ Hunter.
predicting Impact Homecoming. And just like this video, stay super sweet.